Hey guys, what up? It's your boy Khan TDK, Mr. So Real, and in today's video, I am going to be talking about 5 reasons why Titanfall 2 is coming to my channel, and pretty much these are the reasons why I'm buying the game. I don't know if some of these answers are going to influence you to get it, but I would definitely say that it has these 5 reasons have put the game on my radar, and maybe they can do the same for you. Now, as someone who is new to this franchise, it started out on the PC and the Xbox, so I did not play Titanfall 1. So if you are a PS4 player or a Sony person and you didn't play the game and you're like, I'm not trying to hear that, trust me, bruh, I feel you. I was the same way, and it never really occurred to me to even check out Titanfall, but I'll get into that. I'll get into that later. But you may be a bit hesitant in picking it up or even checking it out. And I get it. I get it. But for me, one trip to the Tokyo Game Show, I could see what the game was about. I got some hands-on time. I got to talk to someone in the development team and actually kind of hear a little bit about what goes on behind the scenes as how they make the game. And I gotta say, my top 5, you really want to hear this. So yeah, today's video is going to be about why, in top 5, Titanfall 2 is coming to my channel. So let's get started. All right, so let's get into this. Now this list, I guess it's kind of a list of reasons, is not anything in any particular order. There is no number 1 reason or anything like that. These are just 5 good reasons for me personally. And a lot of this is going to be based off of personal experience. This is not a kind of top 5 list that you may find from other YouTubers or major outlets. My channel is very personal. Anyone who is subscribed will tell you that. And these reasons are my 5 reasons. They probably won't apply to you. A couple of them maybe, but most of them I think are very specific to me, and they tell a story as to why the game is coming to my channel. And hopefully you will like the videos, enjoy the game, or maybe you're interested in it. This is a good place to be to check it out if you are new. Now, as I said before, I saw the game at the Tokyo Game Show. It was all new to me. I am completely new to the franchise. I didn't play the game at all. And anyone who's been on my channel kind of knows that respect is a big thing with me personally. I like to be, I guess, courteous and respectful to the people who subscribe and also the people who don't. I like to make sure that this channel is a kind of good place, maybe friendly place for people of like minds to come together, have discussions, talk about things, talk about games they enjoy, and just enjoy gaming. We're all gamers. We're all consumers. This is the kind of channel that I want. I don't want it to be something super stupid or crazy. But respect is something very important to me personally, and having a good atmosphere on the channel is also very important. Now, with that being said, one of the reasons, this is not any top reason or anything, this is just one of the reasons, is respect. Now, you might be saying, okay, well, Khan, what do you mean the game and respect? When I went to the Tokyo Game Show, I ended up meeting Ronnie, who is one of the developers for the game, and coincidentally, I just met him walking through, struck up a conversation. Titanfall, again, was not on my radar. It is a very fast-paced shooter, and the kind of games that I tend to play are a little bit slower. The fastest that I play probably right now is Destiny. Even Battlefield, for me, is a bit on the slower end. I play a little bit slower. So Titanfall, with its moving around and mechs and all of that stuff, was definitely not something that I was thinking about. And coming from the PS4, I didn't have any experience with it. Ronnie actually asked me during our conversation, he said, what kind of games do you cover on your YouTube channel? And I said, my list of games like Destiny, The Division, stuff like that. And he said, "Did you cover Titanfall 2? Did you check out the demo or the beta?" And I said, "No." Just keeping it real. And he said, "Why?" I didn't really have a good answer except for that I wasn't into COD type, really quick to kill, fast shooters where you just instantly spawn and die. And he said, I can see that, but our game is very different from COD in a lot of ways. If you don't like COD, then, that's cool, but it's not COD at all. And I said, okay, well, that's, kind of, all right, all right, I'll take your word for it. And he said, "You know what? Instead of me trying to go into so much detail about the game, let me just let you try it out." And during the conversation, up until that point, and even after that point, he was never pushy. He was never overly aggressive and saying, "You gotta try this game. This is the best game ever. This is the best FPS. Brother. Ooh, macho me." It was never any of that craziness. It was like a real dude just being a real dude, talking about something that he was passionate about, something that he was involved in. And I can respect that. I can respect you made something, you're part of something, you're part of a team. Your heart, your love, years of effort have been put into this, and you want people to enjoy it, and you want people to check it out, and you don't want people to confuse it or not really see it for what it is and what you're presenting. Like I had the idea that it was basically COD with mechs. That was my idea. And to be fair, after hearing, him talk about it and being a respectful person and really having passion in his voice to talk about it, I said, "You know what? Let me give it a try. Let me actually put some hands on it because I hadn't. Let me see what this game is about. Let me try it out." And I did. And that was pretty much one of the reasons why it's on my radar, is that the developers, or at least Ronnie, from our conversations, have the drive, have the passion, and are respectful to consumers, whether they be into that genre, not into that genre, but they want to bring something for many different kinds of players, and they want people to check their game out for what it is, not what it was, and not what other people are trying to tell them regardless. I can respect that, and that's one of the reasons. Okay, so the next reason, and one of the major reasons, is because after playing the game, it looks fun. It is fun from what I played of it, but the main thing for me personally, besides being fun, is that it's deep. The game is really deep. It has different systems. It has different things that you can do. And it has what seems like a pretty good amount of challenge for players' skill and gun skill. And for me, that's something that's really important. Now, again, I'm not usually a fast, twitchy type player. If you're used to playing games like Quake or Unreal Tournament, things like that, the old school games, or even, a lot of the COD games, then you may be right at home in terms of gun speed. But because of the added mobility factor, there is quite a bit of a challenge in learning the game. It's easy to kind of pick up, and you can, if you don't want to run around and do all that jumping, you can jump in a mech, or Titan, and do, different types of things. They're not as jumpy, but it still has quite a bit of mobility to the game. That's one of its key points. Now, coming from games like Samurai Showdown, if you've played that, having the parry system, Street Fighter with lots of plinking and learning kind of, I guess, character matchups, and also learning stuff from even Destiny, learning how to Titan skate or Warlock skate, learning how to use the No Land Beyond, getting the reload and quick scoping and stuff like that. Games that have depth and a challenge, to me, are very attractive, and they're kind of the reasons why you stay with the game. You play them, you have these epic moments, these crazy moments that, only that kind of a game can offer. Maybe you have this awesome comeback because of, skill, player skill. And that's the kind of thing that really kind of gets me excited about playing games. And it seems like Titanfall 2 has a lot of that and a lot to learn. And I'm really interested in kind of learning that stuff and getting better at that. And yeah, that's number 4, why I'm really interested in Titanfall 2. The next thing that this could be, I don't know, this could be a perception of mine. Whether it's true or not, time will tell. But it seemed like, again, from the talks that I had, commitment. Commitment seemed like something that was really important to the staff. It seemed like they were very receptive and open to listening to players and kind of just making sure that the player's overall experience was something right. Now, he did mention that the original Titanfall fan base were not happy about something in the game. I think, I don't remember exactly what it was, so I don't want to quote wrong, but he said that there was something in the game that was not in the stress test or in the kind of betas that people got their hands on, and they complained about it. They complained about it in the forums and all that stuff. And they said, you know what? If you guys are really that passionate about it, we're going to put it back, even though it doesn't really fit with what we're doing. And when we start introducing more stuff, you'll understand why. But we can't say that stuff right now. But, you guys want it, so we're putting it back in. And it seems like they're really genuinely interested in what the fans are saying. And that's something that is important to me. Massive with the division, they are making steps to do things like that, and they're trying their best with the 1.4, so I respect them as well. But hearing from face to face is very different from like on stream. It's very different from forums and chats. Being able to actually talk to somebody face to face, hear this kind of stuff, really makes an impact. And what also made an impact for me was when he said, you know what, we are critical about our game. If there's something that players don't like or something that they think could be better or needs to be adjusted or fixed, if they make a YouTube video, put out a tweet, send an email, our team is going to see that. And you know what, if it's a really good idea, we may ask them, what do you think would be a better change? What do you think would be a good addition? And we might even consider it. It might even get put into the game. And hearing something like that, don't know how true that is. You always have to take things like that with a grain of salt. But if they can back that up, that I think is a huge sign of commitment, not only to the game, but also to the players and thinking about the overall experience. I can stand by that, and that is another reason why I'm interested in Titanfall 2. Number 4. Reason number 4. Again, these are not in any particular order, but number 4 basically has to be truth. Now, again, a lot of these reasons not necessarily are based off of gameplay. I know that may seem a bit strange, but I like to be able to trust people, take them, for what they say, and if they can hold it up, or even if I see them doing their best to try, then I am gung ho for them. And I'm one of those friends that's kind of like a ride or die friend. As long as you got my back, I got your back. And if you're going to be straight with me, then I'm going to be straight with you, and everything is going to be cool. So, truth. When we got on the subject talking about being a YouTuber, and I am usually a very straightforward person, I asked him straight up, how honest can I be with your game if I, let's say, was to cover it or bring it to my channel? And he said, be as honest as you are. Be extremely honest. Don't lie. If you don't like it, you don't like it. It may not be your cup of tea, but as long as you're honest about it, then we're happy to, kind of think of you as, somebody who's out there talking about our game. And, when you hear stuff like that, you go like, okay, how can I say that this is bullshit? Like can I say that? And the short answer was, if you feel that way and if you have legitimate reason, then yeah, go ahead and you do what you got to do. And to me, that said a lot, because if you are not a YouTuber, if you do not make YouTube videos, you probably don't know about a lot of the struggle that it takes to kind of start to climb the ranks, and the amount of time that you have to put into making videos and answering stuff, and making new banners and all this other stuff. There's a whole lot of stuff that you have to do, and having the opportunity to be completely honest with the people who are subscribed to you is very important. It is very, very important, especially for me. But I think the one major thing that stood out about that whole conversation was that he wasn't trying to buy me. And I'm sure lots of you can think of situations where you would say, this YouTuber started off this way, and then eventually some things happened, and their attitude and the content that they tend to make seem to change. And I'll say that through our conversations, never once did he try to buy me. He didn't promise me anything saying, we'll send you a free this or a free that. He just said, this is our game. I hope you like it. If it's something that you're interested in, then great. That was it. Having that was really good. Because no matter what game it is that I play, if anyone asks me a question, I'm going to answer it as honestly as I can, because I am a consumer just like everyone else. And I don't want you wasting your money and then going, Khan's full of shit. He said that this game was this, that, and it was, didn't have these problems, and it does. I don't want to be that guy. I am not that guy. If you come here and you ask me something straight up, I'm going to give you the best answer that I can. I don't know everything. I'm not a game designer or developer or anything like that. I'm just a player like most of you. Regular dude with a job like most of you. So being able to be 100% honest without any obligation, to me, was something that spoke volumes and told me that they're the real deal. All right, so number five, the last reason that I can think of, and this is probably one that many of you are going to be happy about, and that's the fact that all upcoming maps, all upcoming modes, all of that stuff is straight free. It's free, baby. Free. I'm going to say it again. Free. In the age of map packs, weapon packs, all of these packs that you have to get a season pass for, people get tired of that. They say, I've spent $60 on the game. Now I got to spend another $40 on the damn pack or some DLC pack crap garbage. And yeah, basically they've said that you don't have, once you buy the game, that's it. All you need is going to be available for you for free from after the point of you paying for the game. Now, with that being said, maps and modes and all that stuff is going to be free. Now, skins, maybe voice models and, stuff like that, I don't know if that's going to be free. And probably it won't be. But the core game and the map, so that you can play with your friends, and if you've played Battlefield, you kind of know how that story goes. I might have this map pack, you might have that map pack. we all have the core game. We can't play on this server or these maps together. We can only do this. That creates a huge divide between the community and between players. And saying, you know what, forget all that. Everybody gets all of this stuff for free after you buy the game, I think is great. And I think it's something that a lot of other developers may want to look into. Separating people with content is very hard. You know, you may have a friend that's really, really into the game, or you may have a friend that just started the game. Maybe they don't know if they want to pay that extra money. And it seems like, you know, nowadays a lot of these games are, when they're released, you pay $60 for the base or the demo version. And as time goes on, the games change, evolve, get fixed, and you get more and more content, which kind of flushes them out to be actual games. And that's not any specific game. That's a lot of games. A lot of games have that model, and they're doing that. So to hear that that is not how it's going to be with this game, number one, excited. One of my homies that I played with before, Alvaro, shout outs to Alvaro, and to me, telling me that, you know, once you buy the game, you're good to go. I'm happy to hear that. And if I like the game, if I'm really hype into the game, then paying a little extra money for skins or for voice, you know, voiceovers or whatever, I don't mind that, you know, and that's an optional thing that, you know, you can have. But the core game, the core maps, new maps are all going to be completely part of the set. I think is awesome and a really, really good thing. It's number 5. So those were basically my 5 kind of reasons why I want to bring this game to the channel. And again, it may work for me, it may not work for me, but I want to give it a try. And I want to be completely honest with you guys about my experience with the game. I'm not telling you that I've played it for hours and hours. I'm not telling you that I'm some expert. I'm telling you I'm new and I don't know nothing about it. I know very little about it. I know what I've seen as a PS4 consumer. I was so hesitant that I skipped out on the beta, but I did get my hands on it. I did get to play it. I did enjoy it. My friends enjoyed it. They all want to play it as well. And the communication between myself and one of the members of the development team was actually really good. I'm interested. And after seeing videos on their YouTube channel, it looks dope. It looks hella fun, and it looks like, you know, you need some skill if you want to be a badass, and I'm down for that. I totally am cool with that. If I get bodied, I get bodied. That means I got to practice more, learn more, get better, and then one day I'm gonna be doing the bodying. So let me know in the comment section what you think. Is Titanfall 2 something that is on your radar? Is it something that you are interested in? Remember to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. If you have had some kind of experience with the team behind Respawn, the Respawn Entertainment team, if you've had some kind of interactions with them, be it good or bad, leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know. Let all of us know what you think, what you feel about the game. Are you an OG vet that's played Titanfall 1? Are you a new booty like me that hasn't barely even played the demo or the beta, but you're still interested in Titanfall 2? Let me know. I want to know what you guys think. That is it. I am Khan, TDK, Mr. So Real. Until the next video, I'm gone.